Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here, grateful recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day, guys. How is everybody today? Today has been an exceptional day, guys. Please subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and by all means, share with anybody you think might get something out of this. Guys, I gotta buckle up. Things are starting to get interesting, right? It's been just an extremely encouraging day, and my life has been, extremely encouraging. Period lately, and this is why I do these videos and I share what I've been doing to encourage others. Literally, guys, never box yourself in. Never limit yourself. When you release and you remove your own limiting beliefs, there's no telling what's in store and what might happen. Now, one of my dreams, and it's something I understood when I started doing this channel, is I'd really like to someday be able to use, get up on a stage and use my experience to show others what they can overcome, whether it's at, going at a rehab or, whatever venue it may open up. I haven't really gotten that far, but it's, and it's funny for somebody that literally was terrified of public speaking. I used to, at college graduation, I had to get up in front of like 150 people and give a little acceptance speech for an award that I won. And literally, guys, I was bright red and sweating and stammering and stuttering and stammering. And again, I'm still a work in progress, right? I'm working on myself for a day, still going to the dentist and whatnot. Well, anyway, my point being, I'll go through the whole day, right? I woke up this morning. Now again, I talk about it all the time. I'm the guy that couldn't get a stimulus check and I couldn't win anything, and now I'm getting truck and the rent pay and this and blah blah blah. You got EBT and raft and all this different stuff. Basically, everything that I have any kind of control over that I go after today falls into my lap, and I do really well. Well, I follow a whole bunch of different YouTube channels and different readers and tarot readers and prophetic word speakers and just people preaching the steps to do a better life and things of that nature. And on one of the platforms that I follow, last month they every month they do a little giveaway to new subscribers. And on this particular, they had one something that nobody had won, and it's a dragon's blood jasper protection unisex bracelet that I thought looked pretty, kind of cool. And I'm like, she's from Australia, and I'm like, what, I kind of really like that. I need to get a little, some sort of crystal, crystal amulet type bracelet, something I'd be interested in. So, back of my head, I just, I heard her mention it twice, and I'm like, God, it's something I'd be interested in. And I was thinking about looking on her website to see if she sold it, right? Well, I get up this morning, and I get up in the morning, and I check my phone, and I check my YouTube and whatnot, and I see a notification on it. So I see she did an upload, and I literally wasn't even out of bed yet. I had just finished saying my prayers, grabbed my phone to text my brother back, and I see the notification, so I hit play, and I usually don't even do that. I think something, my intuition told me I wanted to, right? And 10 seconds later, I hear, Pat Kelly at Pat Kelly 4189 won the Dragon's Blood Jasper bracelet. I'm like, made my day. I mean, it's just, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing, hugely expensive. Well under $100 US, probably well under $50 US. But it's the point that I want it, right? It's because my energy is drawing things into me. It's making me magnetized for things that I want. And I literally, guys, I don't know what it is about the bracelet, but when I saw it, I'm just like, wow, that's something I could see. And guys, I'm not somebody that wears jewelry, right? Like, I don't wear anything. As a matter of fact, when I was married, I had a neoprene rubber wedding ring because I just couldn't do metal jewelry. It's just, it's not something I do. But I saw that bracelet and something like, oh, I could see I'd be real happy to have that. And boom, there it is. I come to find out. And I want it being the most positive. There's like 60,000 subscribers to the channel. She gets, thousands and thousands of messages on each video. And I only watch one series that applies to me out of 12, right? It's, your monthly, I'm an Aries. Yeah, so the Aries videos I watch are the, I can't think of the name of it all of a sudden, but anyway, star sign or whatever you want to call it. And and I didn't post anything special for it. Literally, I try to leave a comment to every video I watch because, again, I appreciate it on my channel, so I do the same for other people. And I just, I just didn't even realize that the positive community member was what won it. But literally, I got notification today out of 60,000 some odd people. I come up as the most positive community member, and I won the bracelet. And again, these are the things, and it's not a big deal by any means, but it meant the world to me. It meant a lot to me. I like to be noticed. I like to be seen, and that's the thing, guys. I'm being seen. I'm being noticed. I'm magnetizing blessings coming my way, and they're not all earth-shattering, but literally they're stacking up day after day. And these are the things that make the difference in your life, like just make you happy, like you understand that what you're doing is right. This is what I mean by the universe. God will reward you, right, when you do things in faith. And this is why I say God has clearly got a hand in my life. If you guys knew, guys, I couldn't get a goddamn stimulus check that they were handing out to every single human being, including illegals in the country, and I couldn't get it. You know what I mean? That's the way it was when I was in active addiction. I just literally pushed everything away because I just came at I had some angle to everything that just precluded me from doing anything right. Today I'm just doing everything to the letter of the law and to the very end. And when I say, guys, I'm challenging myself to be the best version I can be, I mean with literally every single interaction I have with every single person I bump into in the course of the day. It's literally, and it's not even a challenge anymore. It's literally just become who I am. And it stands out everywhere I go, and people notice it. And again, it's why I'm literally being, all these different blessings are being magnetized to me. Now, this is all the setup for the big one, guys. As I mentioned, I have a recovery coach, recovery advisor. I'm still doing my therapy. I got my, my home group. I'm being active in as many things as I can be, because I'm still building my life. I'm building a community, right? And I'm still early on, so I'm still learning a lot of things. And it's funny, my recovery advisor, I almost feel bad because she's there to like help you find different programs. She helped me with the rent help, and we talk every week. And I'm like, I committed to staying with you for 6 months, and I feel bad because she's constantly asking me what can she do, and I'm like, I'm really, really happy. Like, I'm not lacking for anything. My business is taking off. My YouTube channel, my TikTok, with just my, everything's going really well. Like, I don't really need anything. If there's anything you think that would apply to me, let me know. But, like, I'm not really trying to tax the system and take things that I don't need. And, you help me with EBT, you help me with Raft, you help me with, getting my therapist, and, I'm doing pretty well. Like, I don't have a lot. I'm not balling by any means, but I'm like, as far as, I'm not looking for handouts for anything, but anyway, so she's challenging herself to see different things. Well, she put me in to for a scholarship to a leadership and public speaking and persuasive writing course scholarship at Harvard University. Yes, the Harvard University. Guys, remember, I'm a 16-time convict, former homeless, intravenous drug user. And again, I haven't been accepted yet. I'm just filling out the application tonight, but I've been invited to apply to a free scholarship for a course at Harvard University. Like, that is, dude, 3 months ago, guys, I was literally about to be evicted, and, I was the hardest working guy nobody wanted to be around, because literally it got to the point where I was nodding off because I wasn't sleeping for 16 days at a time, that, like, even people that loved working with me were afraid to be around me. And now can you imagine me walking into a classroom at Harvard University? But you know what? Absolutely, I'm going to go for it, right? And I tell you what, just the way things are going, I bet there's a pretty good chance I probably get it. And whether I use it or not, because I'm still focusing on my business. But here's the thing, guys, that's it. I'm not turning down anything that could be a possibility to further, open doors for me today. And that's the thing. I don't limit myself. I don't impose limitations on anything that may happen. I take anything that's offered to me, and again, I'm going to give it a shot and see. And if I get accepted, I get the scholarship, I'm going to finish that course, and I will earn that certificate, because I just love the idea someday I'm going to be able to say I've earned a certificate from Harvard University. That's a pretty far cry from, and even then, guys, I graduated the best school in the country for auto and diesel mechanics back in the day in my former life as a auto and diesel mechanic. Anything I apply myself to, I can do. Anything you apply yourself, you can do. It's a matter of literally removing the blocks and just saying, this is what I'm going to do. And don't look at what you can't, don't look at the reasons you can't do it. You just look at what you must do to make it happen, and then make it happen. Every one of us is capable of this, guys. There's nothing special about me other than my motivation, my attitude, things that I decided to make, right? These are no special, I'm no prodigy. I'm no special person. Literally, I've just decided that I'm gonna make the most of this life, and then I surrendered my will to God, and I asked God into my life, and I met Him halfway by being literally the most healed. And I healed through therapy and shadow work and literally looking at things and understanding why accountability and everything, and stop blaming anybody and stop putting, stop saying society did this or this person did it. No, literally, I've allowed every situation in my life to unfold the way it did because I was being a passive or active participant. And now I'm being a very active participant, and guys, like I said, when I say doors that I never saw coming being open for me are being opened. I mean, again, if you told me 6 months ago I'd be applying for a course at Harvard University, I would have left. I literally would have fallen out of a chair laughing, and rightfully so. But today it's an actual, it's a very good chance it's going to be a reality, and you guys obviously know because I share everything with you every day. Guys, there's no limit to what you can do if you apply yourself, if you literally do everything you can to make yourself the best version you can, and then you act in faith. I literally walk in faith today, guys. It's part of the reason my recovery coach has such a hard time finding things I want. She's like, I'm literally not boxing myself into anything. I'm waiting to see what God puts in front of me next, because literally I'm walking in faith. I'm not advertising my business. I'm waiting to see what customers God wants to find me. And guys, it's working so much better. The biggest problem I had in my life was my brain. It was the way I used to think. So I've removed that from the equation. And guys, I'm thriving. Like, literally, I'm shocked. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to start getting into, particulars about certain things, but guys, just every situation in my life is going beautifully, like in ways that I never saw coming, and it's because of the way I'm showing up in the world. And you can do this. Stop thinking that stop letting anybody else define who you are or what you're capable of. Only you can do that. And then stop limiting yourself. Look into your strengths and then feed into your weaknesses and make them your strengths. That's typically what makes me excel at things. When I feel like I can't do something, I decide that I must do something, and I challenge myself to learn it. And I, whatever it takes, I get there and I'll learn it. Guys, literally, my life is the most encouraging things. I literally almost want to break down in tears of joy at different times of the day. I get overwhelmed with emotion at the amazing opportunities that are coming my way. And every time I understand that, like, you know what, maybe the other day being upset about that waitress having a boyfriend, right? Who knows? Maybe I'm supposed to meet some friggin', professor over at Harvard that's got millions of dollars that's going to fall for me. You know what I mean? Who knows what God has planned for me? But I know it's going to be beautiful and it's going to be shocking. And this is why I'm not allowed. It's funny when I try to figure out what's going to happen, or if I, just basically, literally, like if I go to a psychic, she looks at me and says, "You're not allowed to know the future." Then my spirit guides tell me that it's supposed to be a surprise for you. That's why I know I have blessings and big things coming. I don't know what they're going to be, and I'm taking them one day at a time, and I'm being challenged to keep an open mind, open heart, and just open, and walk through every open door that gets put in front of me. So I'm doing it, and I'm being rewarded in ways I never saw coming, guys, and it's just starting to get good, guys. Stick around. This is going to be one hell of a year, guys. I promise you that. I absolutely cannot wait to see where we are a year from now. And guys, again, I'm not doing anything that none of you can't do. Everybody can. I encourage everybody. As a matter of fact, I'll share something. I got a phone call earlier this afternoon with a kid that I really got to, I took a liking to in rehab. We got to be good buddies. He's a, kid, shaved head, tattoo on the side of his head, very, very quiet. Seemed just very uncomfortable and out of place, and I just, I could see that, and I was literally feeling the same way. I was very uncomfortable in my own skin, and again, but I'm more of an extrovert, so I'm a little more outgoing. But I could see he was having trouble reaching out to people, so I reached out to him. We started being buddies. And as a matter of fact, the day that I left rehab, I made a point of going out and buying a couple packs of cigarettes, come back and dropping them off to him, even though I didn't have a fucking dime to my name. I had to borrow the money to do it. But he was in a bad spot, and his family hadn't come down with cigarettes, and he was ready to walk out. And I'm like, I don't want my buddy to walk out of rehab. And I got notice of that afterwards, that he actually started speaking up, like literally that little bit of gift, that little give back that you give to somebody, something as insignificant of 2 packs of off-brand cigarettes that cost me $10, $12. literally made the difference, and the kid stayed in rehab for an extra month and made it to the second place. Now, unfortunately, he reached out to me today. He ended up leaving the rehab, and then somehow what blah blah blah. Anyway, he was living in a goddamn storage unit, right? Last time I talked to him, and I'm like, man, come on, you got to do better than that. Well, listen, he's managed to get himself an apartment. I'm thrilled about that, but he's not maintaining sobriety, and I had to end the phone call at that. I'm like, Mark, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm sorry he got hit by a car. He's got a settlement coming, this, that, the other. And I'm like, listen, I urge you, go back to rehab, kid. You're worth it. You know what I mean? Get sober. And there's nothing I can do for you. Unless you want help getting sober, I'll be more than happy to help you get sober. But if you want to call me just to shoot the shit when you're high as a kite, I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. But I'm here for you when you're ready to get sober. And I'm so happy to hear the blessings he's got. But I also know he's about to piss them all away because he's harping on, I've already fired 3 lawyers and this and that. I'm like, God, you're going down a bad path, man. Stop fighting it, right? And take the things that are coming with you, and stop trying to fight everything. And it's just another point. I'm not trying to put somebody else's stuff out there, but guys, like, sometimes we get it in our head that something's going to go the way we want it to, and we literally block these blessings that are literally being presented in front of you that can make your life so much better. And that's the difference for me today, guys. I'm not blocking any blessing. I'm magnetizing myself to them, and I'm taking full advantage by doing the work and whatever it takes when they show up in front of me. And that's literally the difference, guys. It's the smallest actions and changes in your attitude that make the biggest changes in your life, guys. Remember, no amount of regret will change the past. No amount of anxiety will change the future. But the smallest amount of gratitude will change the present. Guys, it's true. It's literally what I'm living by. And it's shocking. I mean, you guys hear me on a daily basis. You see the wins that I'm stacking over here. And they're not they're not earth-shattering. They're not groundbreaking. But when you hear my testimony, you know where I come from. They're awe-inspiring, at least in my eyes, in my life. They are. And I'm so incredibly grateful and blessed to have these opportunities come in. But again, I'm putting myself out of my comfort zone. This literally just doing this channel is so far out of my comfort zone, but I do this because I want to encourage others, and I want to share the gift of the beautiful things that happen in my life, and let you guys know that literally you can do it too. I mean, look at me. I'm a busted up beat up former homeless junkie that's now about to be a student at Harvard University on a full ride scholarship. No, I'm not going after a master's or anything. It's just literally just a 6-month certificate program. But when I add that to my associate's degree, it might put me closer to a bachelor's if I decide to go back to it. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not. Again, that's the thing, guys. I'm not limiting anything, and I'm not banking on anything, and I'm just waiting to see what happens and see. I'll get in there, and I will literally bring the attitude and energy that I bring everywhere. I will bring it there, and when I get in there, I guarantee it, another door will be opened because I will stand out in the crowd when I get there. That's the key, guys. When you literally show up as the best version of yourself, when you do everything in God, and then you literally hold yourself accountable for all your actions and just want to make a difference in everybody's life around you and impress people by being the most outgoing, caring, compassionate, best person you can possibly be, it opens doors that you never see coming and will literally change the trajectory of your life faster than you can possibly imagine. I'm walking proof of this happening. All right, guys, we're getting up a little bit long. I didn't mean to make this a long one. I literally didn't even have a topic other than the shock of what's going on in my life today. So we'll call this the Daily Check-In one. Take a breath. Guys, God loves you. I love you. I love you guys so very much. Everybody should hear that once a day, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. This channel is holding me accountable and making me walk the walk of the talk that I talk, and it's making my life blessed in ways I've never seen coming. So thank you guys so very much for being here. Please help me grow this thing. Let's do this thing together. Please reach out, talk, comment, and let's get to know each other, all as best we can. Again, keep it upbeat, kind, encouraging to each other. Anybody having a hard time, please feel free to reach out, and we'll do anything we can around here to make you feel better and make you feel part of something. Guys, remember, God loves you. I love you. Do the best you can and watch your life soar. We'll see you in the next one.